This is the best moments of the BBQ Central Show in 10 minutes or less. Ever wish you could re-listen to your favorite interview or segment? Do you enjoy hearing older shows for the first time in years? Then the best moments of the BBQ Central Show in 10 minutes or less is just what you need. Thanks for listening and enjoy the show.
Hello, friends. John Solberg here, your host for the best moments of the BBQ Central Show in 10 minutes or less. Always extremely happy to tell you that this show is being brought to you by The Butcher Shop, purveyors of highly sought after 100% Australian non-crossbred Wyvara 9 Plus briskets, and as always, handpicked just for you. The Butcher Shop has been retailing the finest meats for more than 15 years. Every week they're shipping out competition quality meats to many of the biggest teams in the competition scene across the nation. Simply put, teams who use the Butcher Shop win, and they win often. Even if you're not a competitor, you deserve the finer cuts in life. Great news, the Butcher Shop is shipping some of the finest prime, dry-aged Australian Wagyu and Japanese Wagyu steaks to people just like you and me who aspire to be the kings and queens of the backyard. The Butcher Shop always has Berkshire, Compart Duroc, Allegiance Duroc, and Prairie Fresh all-natural pork in stock, and again, it is always handpicked just for you. Let's review the best competition briskets. Check. The best pork selection? Check. Giving you better overall options to cook at home? Check. So give the Butcher Shop a call today, 850-458-8782. That's 850-458-8782. You mention the BBQ Central Show. They're going to give you 10% off your entire order each and every time you call. You can also check them out over on Facebook, facebook.com/thebutchershop. Shop is spelled S-H-O-P-P-E. The Butcher Shop, home of the 100% Australian non-crossbred Wyvara 9 Plus briskets. And let's jump into a show where Greg has a in-studio guest. Here we go.
One of these days I'm going to remember to turn that microphone up. All right, we're back in the second hour. 877 Greg at thebbqcentralshow.com. Stephen DeFranco is in, live guest in studio, making the trip all the way over from the Chardon, Ohio. It's the hills of Chardon. Is it snowing over there yet, Steve?
We already had snow.
And I'm working with a new picture in the background. I'm in coals. I'm taking the caveman cooking style that Stephen was just talking about. I've thrown myself directly on the coals. Cooking myself. I'm going to flip myself over in 7 minutes so I get a nice choky, smoky char on myself.
Did that fix your green screen problems?
I got something going on. What the hell's going on? All right. Let's see.
Rempy Minion style, it said on Twitter.
No doubt.
Rempy is on fire. Perfect.
All right. A couple things here. Second takes. On the show next week, for sure, Sam the cooking guy. I'm trying to reload Mantry. Sam's going to be talking about a number of things to include what to do with your holiday leftovers. Sam is very good in the minimalist number of ingredients that he uses, so always looking forward to having him on. We're going to try and reload Mantry. I still think that's a really good product to tell you guys about, but we've kind of fallen out of communication there, and you got a couple other things lined up as well. So look for that next week. Now, let me get into this. The show is not a political show. Let's just get that right out here in the open. Steve, did you see that Texas was petitioning the White House to secede from the Union?
What?
Did you see that last week?
No.
After the election, and people were pissed that Obama wins again, so now states were talking about seceding. Texas was the first one.
This is not good.
So the U.S. This was the actual petition. The U.S. continues to suffer economic difficulties stemming from the federal government's neglect to reform domestic and foreign spending. The citizens of the U.S. suffer from blatant abuses to their rights, such as the NDAA, the TSA, etc., given that the state of Texas maintains a balanced budget and is the 15th largest economy in the world. It is practically feasible for Texas to withdraw from the Union, and to do so would protect its citizens' standard of living and resecure their rights and liberties in accordance with the original ideas and beliefs from our founding fathers, which are no longer being reflected by the federal government. So they want out. You didn't hear about that?
I didn't.
You own a jewelry store and you have no time for working?
Remember what I told you about my laptop that I just got back? Do we want to cover that?
It was all over the television. So, here's a fun fact. That you write this petition. Fun fact is this. There's 13.6 million registered voters in Texas. Now, this was maybe 3 or 4 days ago that I got this information, but at that point, 81,000 people had signed the petition to secede.
81,000, that's it?
I'm no math major. That seems to be a pretty small percentage.
That's like Austin.
It's like 0.0059% small. So while 81,000 signatures might sound, I guess, impressive at first blush, it might be good to get a little perspective to the whole, to not see that even 0.001% want to actually secede from the Union. So, and again, not a Democrat or Republican take. This show not political, but look, I'm pro-America. So seceding from the Union means to me that you're no longer pro-USA. And everything else going on here in this country, the last thing I want to hear about is people not wanting to be a part of the solution. Quitting the country is not solving anything. It just means that you're a quitter. And I'm a proud American, and I'm in it for the long haul, and I believe in karma. And whether I like what's going on in this country right now or not, I'm going to continue to do what I think is best. That happens to mean that I will stay here in America. I will not quit the country.
Amen, brother.
Stay in here. Put down anchors.
I think if you voted for Obama and he won, God bless you, that's wonderful. If you voted for Romney and he lost, you have the right to complain if you want. It doesn't matter. You have to vote. That's just part of our program, part of America. You gotta vote. And if you didn't want Obama to win, he's still the president of the country that we love. You have to respect him and respect the office. And if you didn't vote for him, you have the right to complain because you voted. If you didn't vote, shut up.
If you didn't vote, shut up. A lot of people don't vote.
We're being told on Twitter that they want to stop hearing this and they want barbecue.
Who said that?
Barbecue food for you. Says, I'm in Canada and just want to stop hearing this crap everywhere. I want barbecue.
BBQ food for you.
Yep.
You heard it for 2 seconds. And you're in Canada. Beat it. We have many things to argue about here. I'm just kidding. So I just wanted to I just found it so interesting that, now we're talking about seceding from the Union. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, in order to actually secede from the Union, the federal or the high-ranking government of the state actually needs to submit something. I'm not 100% sure on that. I thought I wrote something down. For the federal government to seriously consider a petition to secede, it must be submitted by the governing body of the state, and evidently they haven't done that yet. So, take it for what it is. Don't quit the country. Love the country. Be here. Be part of the solution. Be active. We're going to do the barbecue sauce review here next segment.
Yes.
What do you have lined up for Thanksgiving, Steve? Are you going to be frying a turkey, Mr. Give It To Me?
Yeah. Kind of a day late and a dollar short on this Thanksgiving thing I am, but it's the way that it is. I hope you're sitting around overstuffed, working on leftovers. That's what I hope is going on in your world today. I think you should go listen to the rest of this show. Stephen DeFranco is an amazing guest. You can do that over at thebbqcentralshow.com. Head on over there. There's a link in today's show notes. Take you to the complete episode. And until next time on the best moments of the Barbecue Central Show in 10 minutes or less, I'm your host, John Solberg. I look forward to talking to you again soon.